Hi, I'm George, TSG's ActiveWizard Product Manager. In this short demo, I'm going to overview the ActiveApprove module of the ActiveWizard, and specifically the approval process for forms. So in this demo, we're kind of building upon the last few demos in the Learning Zone where we have a form that we've filled out. We have approvers selected, both Jim and Dwight are selected as approvers, and we did a review route in the previous demo to Jim. So now let's say we're ready to actually route this for approval. So I'm going to go ahead and first of all notice here that the status of the document is draft and the version label is 0.5. But I'm going to go ahead here and start the approval workflow. So this is going to start the route, and we can see that the status of the document has gone to pending approval. We also update the overlay in the PDF to show that the form is now pending approval. And our actions over here change a little bit. We can cancel the workflow since my user is the user that started it. Since my user is in a special group, I can reassign tasks. So if I realize that Dwight or Jim is out of the office, I could reassign their task to another user. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it set to Dwight and Jim for now and go ahead and log out. So now I'm going to head over to my email. I have both Jim and Dwight's emails coming to me. And you can see here I actually got two emails because I have both of them come to me. But I'm going to go ahead and click one of these links. And that's going to load the HPI login page. And I'll just process Dwight's task first. So Dwight is taken right to his task. And we can see he has this complete approval task action here. But if he wanted to make changes, he could go ahead and annotate, if he thought changes needed to be made to this form, he could annotate, as we showed in the review route, do his annotations, and then execute a reject on the form to reject it back to the approver, to the user that started the route. But before I do that, I'll also point out that Dwight can delegate his task. So if he wanted to delegate to another user, he could do that. And also point out that at this point, security has changed on the form, and Dwight can't actually edit this form. This is actually configurable through repository security, but we find that most of our clients don't allow edits during the approval process. So we're going to say Dwight is good with this form, and he's going to go ahead and complete his approval. He's going to go ahead and approve. Now after the approval finishes, the form is still in pending approval because obviously we're waiting on Jim, and if I view the workflow status, I can see here quickly that we're waiting on Jim and Dwight has approved. We can also take a look at the audit events and see that the approval route was started by my user and the form has been approved by Dwight. And furthermore, we actually add a signature page to the form itself. So if we look down here, now we have a signature page that shows Dwight's e-signature. So instead of going to the email, I'm just going to actually, I'm going to actually just log in as Jim. So he could obviously click on the email link, but he can also get to his task from his inbox. So now Jim has the same options that Dwight did. We can see Dwight's signature and the audit history if we wanted to, but in the interest of time, I'm just going to approve. Now a few things happen here. The form, since Jim was the last approver, the form goes to a 1.0 major version, and it's now approved. I no longer can make annotations on the document. And if we look here, the signature page has been added, and obviously our overlay changes to show that the form is now approved. So now if I log out, and again if I head back to my email, here I can see my user gets an email to say that the form has been completed through the approval cycle. And again, logging in, I can see the form, can see the audit events, And at this point, we have a close action. So if the change request, in this case, maybe it was an equipment change, once that equipment change has actually been completed, potentially on the 14th, if we pretend we just fast forwarded a few weeks, I could come in here and say equipment change complete, go ahead and submit, and now the form goes to a closed state. Well, that's it for this demo. Thanks for watching. For more information, check out our website at tsgrp.com.